Hello and welcome everybody. In this video we will show you how to study effectively. The idea here is to study less but smart. Have you ever seen someone who don't study that much but he got very nice marks? If yes, then that's because he studied effectively. These tricks that I will show you are very simple. If you integrate them in your daily routine, then it will make you study less but more smart, and that will lead you to get better marks as well. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. 1. Play brain games. Most of the students, when it comes to the revising period, they feel struggling with learning fast. They tell me that their mind is slow in thinking and solving problems, and most of them they have a lack of concentration. If that's your case, then brain games will boost your learning speed as well. We like to keep our bodies active, but why don't we invest the same amount of care in our minds? Everyone tells us to go to the gym and exercise to stay healthy, but somehow the same necessity is not giving to our brains health. Maybe you think that a little bit of reading or studying here and there is enough, but research shows that variation in our mental activity is the key to long-term success. It is well known that physical exercise leads to a longer and happier life. So what about exercise for your brain? Brain games target and challenge your memory, logic, attention, and verbal skills through a variety of brain exercises based on scientific research. With time you will get better at the exercises, which will positively affect your everyday life. 2. Get organized. Have you ever struggled with studying? Is staying organized and tackling information for exam is a challenge? If so, there could be simple solution. Maybe you need help with new organization techniques which will not only make studying easier but more enjoyable. Staying organized while you study is a great way to boost your attention levels and increase your overall test scores. To be more organized, then you should organize your workspace. Find a place to study. It can be anywhere you feel you will perform the best. Some people prefer using their own homes, but others like go to a public place, like a library. Just choose a dedicated location where you can study with ample time and little distraction. Make sure this workspace is organized. It should be better clutter-free and have the supplies you need to study effectively. Also, taking note is very helpful as well. Many studies have shown there are many benefits to note-taking. If you are unsure of how to begin taking great notes, you can use corner notes to start. This method involves dividing a sheet of paper into 3 sections. One section is general note-taking, the other is to emphasize key points, and the final is to summarize the information and highlights the key points after class in order to review and reflect upon what was discussed. Using flashcards is a tried and true method of studying. It appeals to a wide range of learning styles and is quite an effective way to increase the amount of information you can recall and memorize for tests. By color coding flashcards, you can keep them organized by subject or even by individual subject categories. 3. Pay attention in class. The most basic thing you can do to help you concentrate in class is to get away from the distractions that are keeping you away from focusing. There are a lot of things that might be taking your attention away from the lessons. Try to be more aware of what you are doing, especially when you stop paying attention. Once you know what is it, you can find a way to get rid of it. For that you need to focus on the present. You have to try to keep your brain from wandering out of the classroom. No daydreaming. Keep your mind here, in the present, and save thoughts about other stuff for later. This is hard to do, but if you can make the change, it will really help you a lot. Things you might catch yourself thinking about include games, what you are doing after school, your boyfriend or girlfriend, your friends, your family. If you have kind of these distractions, you will have to learn to manually refocus your attention, catch yourself, and then make yourself think about the lesson again. Eventually it becomes a habit and you learn to daydream less. Also, to get higher attention, you need to develop motivation as well. When you are more motivated, you will find you have an easier time staying focused. Of course, if your teacher and your class can't or won't make you more motivated, you will have to work to create that motivation for yourself. This can be frustrating, but it will be worth it. You will get the benefits of education. Whether people want to help you along or not, there are a lot of ways to make yourself motivated and interested in learning, and what you do will depend on who you are. 4. Ask questions if you don't understand. Asking questions in class are important, especially when you did not understand as well. I have met a lot of people that just worry to ask a question. They have fear of judgment and low self-esteem, while the only reason for the existence of the teacher is to clarify everything he is teaching and to lighten the course as well. And ask questions if you don't understand something. If you don't feel comfortable asking in front of everyone, write yourself a reminder to talk to the teacher after class. 5. Make a study plan. A study plan is an organized schedule outlining study times and learning goals, just like with work or school schedules. College students should develop a schedule that sets aside dedicated time each week for studying. This schedule should include dates of quiz, tests, and exams, as well as deadline for papers and projects. A study plan is an effective way to help you navigate through your college education and hold you accountable for your own learning outcome. Time management can be challenging. Besides your class, you likely have other commitments like work and social engagements. Creating a study plan allows you to see how you spend your time and ensures that you are setting aside enough time outside of class to complete homework assignments, study for tests, and review and retain the information you are learning. Study plans are particularly important, especially for online students, since you need to have self-discipline and determination to complete your studies without the constant reminder of an instructor. It's important to understand that there is no right way to make a study plan. Your study plan will be personalized based on your specific needs, classes, and learning style. Analyze your current study habits and learning style. Think about what works and what doesn't work for you. Are you able to study for long blocks of time once or twice a week? Or is it more effective if you study nightly for 30 minutes? Are you more productive at a certain time of day? Do you retain material better if you study subject immediately after class? Or do you need a break first? Evaluate your current schedule and time management. Use a digital or a paper calendar to block out all of your standing commitments, including classes, work, and extracurricular activities. This will let you see how much of your time is already spoken for, what time you have available for studying. If your schedule leaves little room for studying, you might need to evaluate what you can cut back on and how you can rearrange your schedule to have more open time for studying. Plan how much time you need for study for each class. For many years, the accepted rule has been that you need to study 2 hours for every 1 hour of class time, meaning that you are taking a typical 15-credit semester, you will spend 30 hours a week outside of class studying. For that, we advise you to develop a schedule. Now that you understand how much time you need for studying and how much time you have available, you can schedule your study sessions. Add your study sessions to your calendar like any other commitments. This ensures that you remember this is time set aside specifically for studying. Plan out which subjects you will study on which day to ensure that you are devoting enough time to each subject. For example, Mondays and Thursdays can be set aside for math, while Tuesday and Friday can be devoted to English. If your schedule is busy, you may have to be somewhat flexible and creative in finding time to study. For example, if you commute to school via public transportation, you can use that time for reading, or perhaps your job allows you to study when it's not busy. Assess your weekly calendar. Identifying your learning goals for each class will help you determine how much time you need to spend studying. At the start of the term, think about what you want to accomplish in each class. Maybe you want to master a specific skill or improve your grade. These are overarching goals to help motivate you during the term. Then at the beginning of each week, determine why you need to study and what you plan to accomplish in each study session. Are you preparing for a big exam? Is there a paper due? Are you able to read a chapter ahead in preparation for the next few classes? Adjust your study plan as necessary to meet your weekly goals and get the most out of each study session. Stick to your schedule. A study plan works best when it is followed consistently. You should try to develop a study plan that you can follow for the length of each term. You will have to adjust your plan as necessary when you switch your classes each term. Remember, the most important thing is sticking to your plan. 6. Take breaks. Students, particularly young ones, often struggle with staying focused for a long period of time. In a 2016 study, psychologist Gary Godwin and a team of research measured how attentive elementary students were during in class and discovered that they spent over a quarter of the time distracted, unable to focus on the teacher or the current task. Shorter lessons, however, kept student attention high. Teachers found it more effective to give several 10-minute lessons instead of fewer 30-minute ones. Recent research shows that our brains aren't idle when we take breaks. They are hard at work processing memories and helping us make a sense of what we experience. Breaks are an essential part of learning, but the benefit extend beyond the psychological well-being of students, particularly for young students. Regular breaks throughout the school day can be an effective way to reduce disruptive behavior. In a series of recent studies, short physical activity breaks in the classroom improved students' behavior, increasing the effort they put into their activity as well as their ability to stay on task. Both students and teachers benefit from using instructional breaks to reduce stress. Not taking a break can cause increasing someone's chances of serious conditions such as heart disease and depression. Resume of our video. 1. Play brain games. 2. Get organized. 3. Pay attention in class. 4. Ask questions if you don't understand. 5. Make a study plan. 6. Take breaks. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.